Good morning, Fort Worth. Good morning, friends. Good morning, fellow voters. It is 5 November. It's Election Day. We've got a full episode for you guys. If this is your first time joining us, my name is Andrew. Fort Worth Roots has been going for 5 years. We've been putting out big, long episodes, but these are supposed to be close to 20 minutes long. We don't always get them under 20, but it's supposed to be something you can tackle on your way to work and get informed about what's happening in Fort Worth and a little bit of world news. Lots of events. Thursdays is a really important episode because we get you up to date with everything that's happening over the weekend, because Thursday is our last show for the week. I am at the new Hoppin'. It's only been open for a couple of months now. It's right down the street from Doc's Records, just north of the big Target off of West 7th. It's called Hoppin'. You get an armband, they link it to your debit card, and you pour your own beer from 59 taps. They got wine, seltzers infused with THC, and a lot of craft beer. There's also Lone Star on tap. So it's not just craft beer. There are places in town that you can only get craft beer. Well, they got the light beer here as well. So there's something for everybody. And they got a full cocktail bar also. So if you like mixed drinks, you want some hard stuff, they got that too. Moving on. All right. We got kind of a format for this show. I'm still kind of working on it, but we try to make this thing standardized for you so you know what to expect. So we start with the weather. We got more rain in the forecast. In fact, if you're listening to this, it might just be wet roadways on your way to work. Here's the hourly. We got some good rain this morning if you're inside the Fort Worth area. Let's see here. Tuesday, November 5th. Got light rain all the way up till 7 o'clock, and then the rain starts to kind of die down. A little bit of an elevated chance for showers at 9 a.m., and then it's just kind of out of here. That line of clouds has moved off, and we don't have to worry about any more serious chances of rain for the day. Let's look at that 10-day forecast real quick. Let's see here. What do we got? All right. Tuesday, 65 degrees, 50 tonight for a low. Rain, of course. Wednesday, 72 degrees with a 57 for a low. Thursday, 61 and 71. Friday, it gets real chilly. We're going to have 49 degrees for a low on Friday, 67 for a high. 68% chance right now in the forecast for Friday. And then your weekend, a little bit of chance on Saturday for rain, 49 for a low, 66 for a high. And all next week, it's going to be cooler temperatures. A little bit of, 58% chance of rain on Wednesday. So, take a deep breath and release. We finally made it. We made it out of the heat and the weird, long summer that just seemed like it was never going to end. We had another co-host scheduled for you today, but they couldn't make it. And I was really hoping to have a good chuckle about the national day of today. We have got some good ones. Let me see if I can find them. Today is National Day of Redhead Day. It's National Redhead Day. So for me, that's a great holiday. Big fan of the Redheads. Just ask Megan. All right. American Football Day. Bonfire Night. Colon Day in Panama. I'm not even going to click on that. Of course, it's Election Day. And I've got a clip for that. I found some clips for you guys. Election Day, I heard somebody talking about this last night at dinner. They wanted to know, when will we know when the president has been voted? Like, when do we get our decision? So here's a channel I listen to on TikTok, and she explains it very well.
When will we know who the president is? Why does everybody on TV keep saying projected winner? I know it's stressful, but I need you to be calm. Declaring a winner in a presidential election isn't magic. It's not guessing. It's facts and math. I'm going to show you. First, you have to understand, you have never, ever, ever, ever known the official winner of a presidential election on election night. the election results do not become official until the votes are certified in every single state. And that never happens on election night. That always happens days or weeks later. What you're actually used to is the media projecting or calling a winner on election night. So how do they do that? Well, when we talk about television, the big media outlets like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN, and the AP, along with some major newspapers, all work together. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of professional journalists on the ground gathering this data and reporting it in real time from every state.
Okay, that is the News Girl on TikTok, and she has a really excellent non-biased way of delivering the news, and I like watching what she's got there. So anyway, election day. Now you know the facts. Probably not going to have an answer today, projected or otherwise. So prepare yourself for that. Tonight you can catch me along with the Jerry Jonestown Massacre guys doing some election coverage. We don't really touch politics on this show, but they go deep. So if you'd like to catch that, it will be tonight on the JJTM, the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast. Another excellent show here in North Texas. They actually won an award for Best Podcast last October 5th at our big annual event. All right. Excuse me. Gunpowder Day, National Chinese Takeout Day, and a bunch of other ones. Moving on. This day in history. Where'd it go? There we are. George Foreman becomes the oldest heavyweight boxing champ at 45. And that really was the most impressive thing that we found for November 5th. Moving on. Where are we? Oh, yes. No. This day in history. There's much more. George Foreman, of course. And then 1996, President Bill Clinton won a second term in the White House, defeating Republican candidate Bob Dole. Former Iraqi President Saddam Hussein yells at the court as bailiffs attempt to silence him as the verdict is delivered during his trial, held under tight security in Baghdad's heavily fortified Green Zone. Sunday, November 5th, 2006. Iraqi's high tribunal found Saddam Hussein guilty of crimes against humanity and sentenced him to die by hanging. I remember this, and it did not end well. For those of you that don't remember, don't Google it. And let's see, here we go. 2009, a shooting rampage at the Fort Hood Army Post, which they've renamed, I think, just recently, in Texas, left 13 people dead. Major Nidal Hassan, an Army psychiatrist, was later convicted of murder and sentenced to death. He has not yet been executed. I didn't know that guy was still alive. All right, let's see. Let's get into some local news. We got some Fort Worth news here for you. Showing your I voted sticker can score you freebies at these Fort Worth restaurants. I was adamant that I get my little I voted sticker, and then I immediately lost it. When you show up with your I voted sticker, several companies in the Fort Worth area will give you freebies like coffee, tacos, and more. Let's get into it. Although it's illegal to give rewards for voting, several local and national eateries have found loopholes that benefit voters. Okay, so engaging in some illegal activities at White Rhino Coffee. I'm not going to read off everything they're doing, but I'm just going to tell you which ones are offering freebies for your I voted sticker. White Rhino Coffee, Yogurtland, El Chingon, that's over there off of 7th, Genghis Grill, Malaya Kitchen, Zoli's New York Pizza, and is there any more? There's some national chains. Uber Eats customers who spend $25 or more on election night can save 25%. Free Krispy Kreme, if you got a Krispy Kreme around you. And IKEA is giving away free frozen yogurt. Outstanding, America. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Found something. What did we find? One arrested in kidnapping of man near East Berry Street Monday night. I think that's kind of TCU area, isn't it? Let's see. One person is in custody after allegedly kidnapping a man near East Berry Street Monday night. Fort Worth police said the victim called police at 7:11 p.m. to report that he was in a car with an intoxicated friend who was threatening suicide and trying to crash the vehicle, according to an online incident report. Anyway, long story short, everybody is okay, and you just got to be careful who your friends are, it sounds like. Anyway, good job, everybody. All right, let's see here. Moving on, we got Channel 8 ABC, a subway line used to run through downtown Fort Worth. Let's see. Who made this story? This was by Rachel Berndt, Behrndt. Fort Worth, Texas culture. Fort Worth might be as far as one can get from New York City, but it might surprise many to know Cowtown once had a subway line that brought passengers downtown for shopping, work, and other business. I heard about this, and it blew my mind, and I would love to take a tour of the old subway line that took people from Panther Island area into downtown. And I think it's wild that we had that and then got rid of it. Yeah, you can read more about this online at WFAA.com. Let's see what else we got here, folks. Lots of stuff on election today. Of course, Election Day has arrived. It's Harris versus Trump and the final push to the polls. And already more than 77.3 million people have cast mail-in and early in-person ballots, according to an NBC News analysis. Follow live updates on the 2024 election. We got a call. Yes. Good morning, Mr. Richard Keller. You were live on the Fort Worth Roots podcast morning show. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing swell. How are you?
Just trying to make it, man. We had a co-host scheduled for today, 2 days in a row. We've been left here all by ourselves, and it's sad. So anyway,
I'm sorry.
I just need you to be the permanent co-host. We'll need you here every morning at 6:50 a.m.
At 6:50 a.m. I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
You might have to start teaching children arithmetic, but we'll figure it out.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. No.
Nope.
What do you got going on, brother?
Well, okay. So, I want to get this out of the way. My political message of the day: Go vote. No. That's it. Just go vote. I mean, it's voting day.
It is voting day.
So let's go make that happen if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But other big news. Regardless of how today comes out, Friday is my first single off our new album called As If by Magic.
Say that again.
Our first single off our album is coming out. The song is called As If by Magic.
As If by Magic. Okay, that's the part I missed. Excellent.
Okay. Yeah. Featuring Sunny from Sunny Disposition on the guest vocals. So I'm very excited about it, and I wanted people to hear about it.
Absolutely, man. Y'all going to do a release party or anything like that?
To be announced.
To be announced. It's happening Friday. You're going to announce it when?
Oh, no. The single, we're not doing a single release, but we are doing an album release in December. So sorry.
Excellent.
It's early for me.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm two pots of coffee in already, so I understand. Where can people find the new single?
They can find it anywhere where one streams music, Spotify, Deezer. I just like saying Deezer. But also itchyrichie.com. Now, it doesn't come out till Friday, but I will have it out on Bandcamp maybe a day or two early. So just keep a lookout for that. itchyrichie.com.
And I'm a big fan of the old Bandcamp because it has a direct tie-in where you can pay the artist for their music. So I love that.
I have been a fan of Bandcamp ever since they launched. So yes, I'm a big proponent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, make sure that you tag us in posts about the release, and we will share that on the Fort Worth Roots platforms, my brother.
Cool. Sounds good.
Got any shows coming up?
To be announced.
To be announced. Okay. All right, brother. Well, thank you for the call in, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Catch you later.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
It's Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations. It's an OG friend of the show. I think he was on the original 10, but I'm not 100% on that. Good dude. We like him a lot. All right. I got another clip for you guys. This is a funny story that I found about a pizzeria in Germany. Let's see what that's all about.
Police have raided a pizza store in the German city of Dusseldorf, discovering that it wasn't their tomato sauce that made their pizzas so popular. According to investigators, if you ordered the number 40, a pizza wasn't all you got. It came with a side of cocaine. The pizzeria was moonlighting as a drugstore, and its best-selling pizza caught the attention of police. When cops raided the manager's house, he allegedly threw a bag full of drugs out the window, which unfortunately for him fell into the hands of waiting officers outside. The bag contained just over 1.5 kilos of cocaine, 400 grams of cannabis, almost 270,000 euros, equivalent to 433,000 Australian dollars. The manager was initially released and allowed to resume his operation so police could trace the drug supply chain. But after he attempted to flee the country, he was rearrested and is now in police custody.
You can't make this stuff up. So, I mean, the pictures they're showing, it's like, it's on a main drag. It looks like a regular neighborhood pizza place. And the guy's slinging cocaine out of his pizza shop. So, severe thunderstorms and flooding rainfall are pounding a large portion of, pounding a large portion of central and southern United States Monday, including areas still recovering from destructive storms over the weekend. A line of damaging storms rolling through eastern Oklahoma, northern Texas, and southeastern Kansas Monday afternoon will continue to expand in scope as it tracks east throughout the afternoon. Eastern portions of Oklahoma, along with parts of northern Texas, western Arkansas, and southwestern Missouri, face the most significant severe thunderstorms threat Monday, a level 3 of 5 threat with the potential for strong EF2 or greater tornadoes. It's been bad. Lots of crazy stuff happening out there. I know Oklahoma just got tore up. We talked about that yesterday. I've got this idea, and was hoping to discuss it with our co-host today. But what if we had enough sponsors with Fort Worth Roots that we were able to convoy up to these disaster zones, take a bunch of musicians, volunteers, and go cut down fallen trees and bring supplies? Anyway, new fantasy unlocked. I think it'd be great seeing all this destruction and wanting to help out, but powerless to do anything about it. So anyway, here's one more clip that I wanted to share with you guys on a public service warning from our friend Dylan Page on TikTok.
Do not scan another QR code until you've heard this. Banks and regulators have issued a warning over the rise of QR code scams that are tricking people into stealing their financial information. Now, there are many ways that they are doing this, but one of the most unsuspecting methods is that they are sticking fake QR codes over real ones that you would normally scan to pay for things like food or parking. But once scanned, it brings you to a website that's designed to capture your credentials or download malware. And it's not just sticker scams, they're also being sent via email to corporations and workplaces, where to view a file, you need to scan this QR code. And while this is also affecting the US, in the UK alone, QR code scams have more than doubled since last year alone. And that is why do not scan another QR code.
That's Dylan Page on the old TikToks, and he's always bringing good stories to us. You can find him by looking up Dylan Page. All right, couple of show notes. Announcements here with the Fort Worth Roots. We do the Spinny Thing drawing. I've got this tumbler. We put raffle tickets in it. Here's how we did it. I put up a post on Instagram, and I think it was a little confusing to some folks, but you're supposed to find the Instagram post of the week talking about the Spinny Thing, and if you comment on it, we throw a ticket in the Spinny Thing, and it stays in there. If you don't win that drawing, your ticket stays in there, so you're always going to be... there's always a possibility you could win the following week if you don't win that week. Anyway, so Wednesday with Michael, the owner of Hoppin', as my co-host. He showed up. He was actually here. He pulled a ticket out of there. We read it off on the show. To find out if you won or not, you got to watch the show. You got to listen to the episode. That person, I do not think, knows that they won. So last week we were giving away a 50-minute foot spa treatment at the Body Scrubbery off of Pennsylvania Avenue. And that sounds awesome. Sounds very relaxing. 50-minute foot spa treatment for free just by putting your name in the drawing. We're going to spice things up. And again, the rules are going to be the same. I'm going to put a post up on Instagram saying, hey, comment on this video. Here's what you could win. We'll announce the winner on the show. We're going to do it Thursday this week. Here's what we're going to give you. We're going to do this again. We're going to do the 50-minute foot spa treatment. Now, this is a used cup. I have a new cup, but we've got these badass Fort Worth Roots stainless steel tumblers with a lid, and I've been carrying this thing around for a couple years now, and it's awesome. But we got new ones, and they're exactly the same, and that can be yours also just by listening and marking interested on the old Instagram post that we'll put up. I'm also going to put $50 cash in it. So $50 cash, the Fort Worth Roots coffee mug, and a 50-minute foot spa treatment. We're going to do all that, and the winner is going to be announced on Thursday. So go to our Instagram. I'll have it pinned to the top. There'll be the little spinny thing in the video, and just all you got to do is comment. That's it. That's all you got to do. Eventually, we're going to move it to emails. Whenever Fort Worth Roots captures your email, we don't share it with any of our sponsors or anybody else. It's ours. It's our way of communicating with you outside of Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We don't like social media. We use it because we have to. Eventually, I'd like to just send you a monthly email newsletter telling you about things that we did and things that we're going to do and any kind of deals from our sponsors. Probably just once a month. I think that's the way to go about that. But be looking for feedback from you guys and from our sponsors as far as the frequency in which we should do the email list. But again, your email is safe with us. I know people get really weird about giving their email away. We did the October 5th event, and I told everybody that showed up, I'm going to donate. Fort Worth Roots is going to donate $5 for every email you write down on this pad. And we had like 40 people write their email down. There were over 500 people at the event, but 40 people wrote their email down. And we had 70 vendors and 6 bands on stage. I mean, there was a ton of people there. And we got 40 emails. So anyway, don't be weird about it. Whenever we start doing emails, it'll just add a little bit of marketing value for the show. And it's going to eventually make it so that we can just email you rather than depending on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Because are you tired of social media? We are. We're very tired of social media. All right, so $50, a coffee mug, the tumbler thingy, and the foot spa. All right. Here at Hoppin', tonight is trivia night at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Wednesday, it is music bingo at Hoppin'. And then they'll be closed this... God dang it. I'm on the wrong week. They're not closed this week. I'm sorry. I'm reading the bottom line. Anyway, everything's the same. Industry night is always Monday, 25% off taps. Tuesday is trivia night, starts at 7 p.m. Wednesday is music bingo at 7 p.m. And then we've got this craft beer class, and we've been talking about this for a few weeks now. Michael's really stoked. They've got a level 3, I can't remember the term. This guy is a beer professional. He's going to give you several beers to try, and they're going to talk about beer and what separates one type of beer from another and what's special about the beers that they have on the that they're focusing on for the class. So anyway, check that out. Craft beer class this Thursday, 7 to 8. They're only letting 40 people in the door. So reserve your space, show up early, all that good stuff. And then karaoke night. They're doing a karaoke from 8 to 11 this Friday. Should be a lot of fun. Hoppin's awesome, guys. Come check this place out. Show them a little bit of love. They've been good to Fort Worth Roots. And Michael and Holly, the owners out here, are awesome people. All right. So look for that post on the old Instagrams for the giveaway. And we will announce that winner on Thursday. And to our winner from last week, you still got time. All you need to do is go listen to Wednesday's episode, see if you won. And then contact Michelle at the Body Scrubbery, and she'll take your name down. Easy peasy. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for listening to this episode. As you move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Until tomorrow, good day.